which by definition will be a contradiction to your own, all right, then that is a logical incoherency, because in order for you to verbalize putative facts, all right, they are going to be derivative and dependent on your model of reality being actual, all right? So the intelligibility of those putative facts is derivative and dependent on your model of reality being actual. So when you speak from worldview B and you put worldview K on the table as an alternative, that is a logical contradiction to and from the worldview B that you are speaking from, because worldview B is a contradiction to worldview K. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Therefore, it is a logically incoherent to speak from one specific worldview and its ultimacy and propose an alternative worldview, because the moment you do, it contradicts the worldview that you're speaking from that is either explicitly or implicitly actual. Okay? So what I've just explained to you is what has been called the fallacy of pluralism. It is an absolute fallacy. Now, most people, like yourself, are simply not aware of this fallacy. So you cannot put on the table, and when you did put on the table an alternative worldview that is not your worldview to my worldview, that is a logical contradiction. So now I've explained it so that a fifth grader can understand it. Do you understand your fallacy?
I understand what the fallacy is, and as I've explained,
did you commit it?
Applicable. It is not applicable in this situation.
Did you offer as an alternative potential actual another model of reality?
There is nothing wrong with proposing alternative
I didn't ask you whether it was wrong. I said, did you put on the table another model of reality that is not your own as a potential actual?
It did.
Well, when my own position is one of being an agnostic atheist. Right?
You're not addressing my question.
Darth, can you stop interrupting him, please?
Yeah, don't interrupt, please. Now,
answer my question.
Can you stop interrupting him, please? It's really annoying.
My position is on the metaphysical answer to the question: does a God exist? There is an answer, yes or no, and I don't know that answer. I'm an agnostic on the absolute level, on the metaphysical level. I don't know the absolute.
You're not answering my question.
But listen, no, don't interrupt, please. Epistemologically, I see no good reason. No. I see no good reason to accept as true that God exists. Now, that position is totally compatible with a naturalistic pantheism. Although I don't declare myself as a naturalistic pantheist, the position of being agnostic, as to say I don't know.
This has nothing to do with my question that I posed to you.
It has nothing to do, and it's contradicting what he said earlier.
No,
you're not. Listen, dude.
It does have something to do. It doesn't.
No, it doesn't. I said, do you understand that you committed a fallacy?
If we're comparing worldviews, and my worldview is one that lacks knowledge, as an agnostic who lacks knowledge, and you are one who's claiming certain knowledge, then it's therefore perfectly acceptable for me to present alternative points of view which would demonstrate that your conclusions are not reliable.
You're still not getting this. Either listen, either you do get it and you're being dishonest, or you truly do not get it. Now, I'm going to ask you a couple of simple, non-loaded questions. Did you propose another worldview as an alternative to the Christian worldview that was not your own?
If I'm an agnostic atheist, then why can I not?
Sir,
Darth, can you allow him to finish the answer to your question, please? Darth, please stop interrupting him.
Did you propose another worldview?
Darth, please stop. Can you please allow him to finish his full answer? I'm a moderator. Please, can you allow him to finish the full answer before he's not answering the question. You interject.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. Well, if he's not answering the question, let him finish. Wait. Can you stop talking?
I said it 4 times.
Yes. Wait. If he is not answering the question, wait for him to not answer the question, then respond. Okay. Thank you. London, continue.
Thank you. And as I've pointed out, if my position is one of being an agnostic, we're talking about metaphysics here at the moment. We're talking about what's absolutely true. We're talking about certainty, right? We're talking about the absolute truths of existence and so on. And if I'm an agnostic when it comes to those things, then I don't have a position. Then if you're the one taking a positive position as to make the claim that you have some claims to certain knowledge, then it's well within my rights to produce some variety of alternatives that I don't necessarily hold as a position that I hold myself. I mean, I could posit polytheism.
You're not answering my question. You haven't answered. You haven't addressed my question at all.
Okay, London, you've had fair time. London, you've had fair time to respond. Allow Darth to deconstruct what you've said and why you're not answering his question.
I'll repeat the question, and it's obvious to everyone in the room that you're running the clock out by just using rhetoric. Now, did you propose another model of reality other than your own, wherein those models of reality contradict the worldview you're speaking from?
No, because I don't have a position.
You don't have a worldview?
I'm an agnostic atheist. So I'm an agnostic.
I said, do you have a worldview?
A metaphysical one, no.
Okay, then you have no basis to speak forth facts.
Well, no, I'm not claiming certain knowledge. I'm saying that I can't rule out.
Yeah, you're not. You see, dude, you're not focusing on what I'm saying. This is the problem in the entire conversation. You're not focusing on what I'm saying. If you do not have a model of reality, okay. Now, before I go on, just inform me here, yes or no. Do you have a model of reality from which you are speaking from?
I am an agnostic on a metaphysical level. So what does that tell you?
Are you speaking from a specific model of reality?
Not a specific model of reality, but a model in which...
Okay,
no,
dude, this is embarrassing. I don't know whether you're just trolling or this is just ineptitude on your part. I think it's the latter. Now,
I agree.
Either you are speaking... The facts that are being verbalized are derivative from a specific model of reality, or the facts that you are speaking are without basis. Can you just simply briefly tell me, are you speaking from a specific model of reality?
How do you have a specific model of reality to have a basis?
I can't hear you because somebody's over-talking you. It's a very simple question. Do you have a specific model of reality?
You're just making things up. You think that by...
Do you have a specific model of reality?
I have been appealing to naturalistic pantheism as an alternative to your...
No, sir, I didn't ask you about your alternatives. I said, are you speaking from a specific model of reality?
I have a position of naturalistic pantheism. Not that that is my position, but that's the position that I have been speaking from.
But you now contradicted yourself because you said you weren't advocating that a few minutes ago, that you just proposed it as an alternative.
I said, yeah, exactly. I've been taking...
Okay,
I've been speaking,
now, are you speaking from a specific model of reality? That's all I need to do. Shut the fuck up, Ludic.
You keep interrupting
London,
him,
can you tell me...
And listen to how rude you are.
Are you speaking from a specific model of reality?
You're so fucking crass.
Can you answer the question, please?
Yes,
Ludic,
I have been speaking from the position of a naturalistic pantheist. That's what I've been speaking
Is the answer yes?
Yes, I said yes. I've been speaking from the position of a naturalistic pantheist.
Now, are the alternative models of reality, do they contradict your model of reality?
No, because I don't have a specific model of my model of reality, but I have been speaking from the position of a naturalistic pantheist.
It's now, I just got a telegram, from the British,
I don't see what's so
health services. He's certifiably incompetent.
I really don't.
End of discussion. I'm going to move down to the room below. I really don't. This guy is completely incompetent.
Because I'm not
I'm not running away. It's a waste.
Run away, baby. Run away.
He's not running away. He's not.
Yeah, he is, because he knows it.
No, because his argument.
He's running away because he's a fool.
Down below, and he's not in control of this room. Darth, shouldn't you go up?
He's running away because he's trying to
Darth knows what he's talking about. Darth is on top of this guy. What he's doing is he's making sense because London is contradicting himself
atheism
here.
says shut the fuck up to somebody.
Wait, guys, please, can you stop being so crass?
Yeah, that was to Ludic, who is a long-term hemorrhoid who comes into the room simply to harass me. Okay?
Yeah, to be honest, Darth, it was universal. I would appreciate if you didn't use such language towards our members, and other members didn't use that language towards you. It's unneeded.
It's disgusting. Right. That's what it is.
So, Darth, now is it clear enough for you that my position is simply that I don't know the truth, but I can feel free to argue from any position against what your position is, because it doesn't matter what I believe is true. I could be wrong, even if I had a worldview. I could be wrong.
Gabby, your position is
be quiet, kid. Go play Fortnite.
I'm an agnostic. Okay. Gives me the freedom to be able to posit.
London, we're done. You're not competent to debate.
Didi, I thought you were moving down. Did you lie when you said that?
You seem to be avoiding. You seem to be avoiding. You seem to be avoiding the fact that you're unable to sort of pigeon me into the position in which I have to argue from the worldview that I hold, right? And because the worldview that I hold, I don't have a worldview that I hold because I haven't claimed any level of certain knowledge in the way that you have, and I'm curious as to how it is.
I'm really dumbfounded. Our worldviews.
Now you're interrupting again. I mean, seriously, he needs to be muted.
Our worldviews mutually exclusive, London.
Yes, worldviews are mutually exclusive.
Okay, are they our worldviews?
Why do we have to agree that worldviews are mutually exclusive? What's the definition of a worldview?
We're just granted for the sake of the argument.
Our worldviews, mutually contradictory.
Define worldview.
Okay, London. So what you were doing is you were posing as alternatives worldviews that you consider as categorically false.
Is agnosticism in conflict with naturalistic pantheism?
Okay, agnosticism is a conflict. Oh my gosh! Now we have Minnie Mouse on
Minecraft.
Yeah. So if you could answer that question, I'd appreciate it. Is agnosticism in conflict with naturalistic pantheism?
I'm gonna test.
Can you answer that? Can you answer that question?
I'm gonna put a test here. Okay.
Can you answer that question?
Agnosticism is self-contradictory.
Is agnosticism in conflict with naturalistic pantheism?
Okay. Agnosticism is a self-contradictory belief position.
No,
okay.
I'm asking a very specific question here now. I'm asking, if I am an agnostic, is it some kind of contradiction for me to argue from the position of a naturalistic pantheist?
It would be in terms of your stated proposition.
Explain the contradiction.
I will explain it to you, Gabby. Okay. Agnosticism can be summed up as one saying, I make no declaration about ultimate